Heyo, today is just a discussion video, and that discussion is the future of the battle system. And I just want to start off real fast with the title of this video, and that's 1v1 battles and what I think of that system. So recently, John Hanke kind of implied that 1v1 battles will be included in the battle system update that will be introduced in this next quarter. I'm kind of concerned with this 1v1 update in two parts. This first part is most of the concern, and that's lag and connection. Just the battling system in general just has a ton of lag and a ton of connection issues. You've got so many problems. Not only do you have that error where you're dead and then alive over and over again, but you just have a lot of swiping lag and attacking lag. I'm sure they can fix that error where you are dead and not dead, because if they can't, I don't think they would release the 1v1 battling system. But this lag and connection issue, I don't know if they can fix that. I don't know if that's even on their end. And I don't think that makes for a good fighting system. Like, at that point, you're just pressing a button and then holding down a button. There's no dodging at that point. Well, at least there's no dodging the irregular attacks. Because when you're fighting a gym, you don't have to connect. You only have to connect one way. You connect to the gym. But when you're doing 1v1 battles, you have to connect to them and then they have to connect back to you. And so that lag is going all over the place and the connection is all over the place. So your dodges are gonna go all over the places and you're not gonna be able to do what you want effectively. Maybe you'll be able to dodge those major attacks, but I just don't think it'll feel like a good system. And I don't think it'll be the 1v1 battling system people really want. The second part is a little smaller, and that's level. If you're not like within 3 levels of each other, you can put fair balance out the window. And maybe you just like say, oh, I'll play with weaker Pokemon, but that just doesn't feel right. And so maybe Niantic balances your Pokemon to each other, but that also doesn't feel right. It's like, oh, I worked hard on these Pokemon. I want to play with my hard-earned Pokemon. So those are just my gripes with 1v1 Pokemon. You know, I want to love Niantic, and I do love Niantic, and I hope for the future of Niantic. So I hope they can fix these problems, but we'll see what they can do. Let me know what you think. And let's move on. Let me just quickly say that I think the battling system is really gonna change. I hope they just like really blow it out of the water. I hope they really change every Pokemon and change moves. Maybe they'll add how many moves each Pokemon have. And so I just want to advise you to not power up Pokemon right now. So just save your Stardust. I'm not powering up Pokemon, and I would say you shouldn't either. Now I'm gonna move on to like things I have a problem with right now, and small things I would do to change them. Like I said, I'm hoping they really change the system, so this won't even be a problem, but maybe they don't, and these are things I would do. I don't like the level cap on gyms. I don't think you should, I don't think I should see a level 10 Valor gym and be disappointed. Every time I see a Valor gym, I should be excited because I'm Team Valor. Why should there be a level cap? Why not have a level 500 Valor gym? That's awesome. And then, 20 Mystic players come together and have an awesome fight against this level 500 Valor gym. That's pretty cool. I know there's some technical problems with that, but hopefully, they can get past that. I think most people agree when I say I don't like seeing Blissey and Dragon Knight and Snorlax in every gym. I just think you should only be able to have one Blissey in every gym and one Snorlax in every gym. Is that so hard? I don't know, maybe there's a problem with that. But I think that there should just be a one Pokemon cap, and then we'll see more cool Pokemon. There you go. Is that hard? Something I am excited about is the introduction of Smeagol and Delibird. Those are two really cool Pokemon that have really interesting abilities, and that's actually one of the reasons they're not in right now, is because their abilities are really hard to code. Delibird has an ability that either has a chance to deal damage or heal the Pokemon you're fighting. And I think that's really fun. It's like a randomness generator, and I know people will hate it, but I'm gonna have a really fun just fighting with 6 Delibirds, and sometimes I'm just gonna get stuck on one Snorlax just healing him the whole time, or one time I'm gonna fight against a Dragonite and just destroy him because I get a ton of attacks where I just get only attack and no heals. I think that's really fun. Then there's Smeargle, which I'm really excited about. Smeargle can permanently learn the ability of the Pokemon it's fighting against, which I don't know exactly how it works, but it has some awesome potential. Just imagine it fighting against Delibird and learning this present ability, and now you have 2 different Pokemon who have this really fun ability. Or fighting against Ditto and learning the transform ability and putting it in a gym, and your opponent plays a Pokemon against it, and all of a sudden Smeargle transforms into that Pokemon, and they're just like, what? I don't know. Smeargle just has some really fun potential. And in the future, when they introduce more cool abilities, he can learn those too. He can learn all the good moves. Too bad he has pretty bad CP, but I mean, he's a fun Pokemon, not a good Pokemon, right? So that's what I think about Smeargle. I'm really excited about those 2 new characters. And I'm also excited about legendaries. John Hanke, kind of hinted at that. People have data mined this word raids in the code, and I could speculate all day about what raids are, but I'm really not sure. And when it really comes down to it, I really think the most likely scenario is it's just legendaries, honestly. And because there's gonna be a lot of legendaries. With the amount of legendaries there are, it's gonna happen at least once a month. Well, we're way behind, so it's gonna happen more than once a month. And so I think raids are legendaries. I think really when you come down to it, that's it. I'd really like some really cool scenario with raids, but not that legendaries aren't some really cool scenario, but I think that's it. I think raids are legendaries. So I don't think there's anything more to that. So that's a quick rundown of what I think of the future of the battle system. Sorry today's video was so short. I was gonna do something else, but it didn't pan out. I'll probably do it later. So let me know what you think of the battle system down below, and make sure to subscribe and check out other videos, and I'll see you soon. But I'm more excited for Smeagol. No, that's not Smeagol. Is that really his name?